Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Beauty by Nisha. If you're new here, my name is Nisha. Hello, welcome. And today's video, I'm going to be showing you a quick 5-minute makeup tutorial. Of course, this video is a little bit longer than 5 minutes because we are going to be talking about the products and I'm going to be showing you how I apply them. So, of course, this video is not 5 minutes long, but this makeup look does take about that. I would say anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes if you are doing it and you are going to be get your makeup on and out the door. You can do this real quick and you can look glowy and radiant and ready to take on the day. So if you want to see how I put together this look, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and continue to watch. Okay, so some of these products that I'm going to be using today were gifted to me by Merit. Merit is a new clean at Sephora brand and they gifted me some products today. Well, not today, like a few months ago, and I've been testing them out and seeing what I like and what I don't like, and honestly, a lot of the products are quite a big hit for me. I do really like them and I would recommend them. I do want to, obviously, full disclaimer that I do have an affiliate code down below in the caption that you can use to buy, products, and I do make a little bit of commission off of that. So if you want to buy the products, then click that below. But basically, a little bit about the brand itself is, yes, it's clean at Sephora. It's very minimalist beauty. Definitely less is more. You definitely don't need a lot of product at all, which you'll see in this tutorial that I don't use very much and I get results and it's great. Honestly, there's so many good products. So if you want to see these products in action and, see me use them and test them out, then continue to watch. Okay, so first things first, when I start doing my makeup, I always prime and I put a lip balm on just to let it soak in so that by the time I'm done doing everything, because I do my lips last, my lips are very hydrated and ready to have any sort of lipstick or anything on there. So I always do that first. For my lip balm today, I'm going to be using the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I still honestly really love this. I use this all the time. It's so good and it's so hydrating and it doesn't make my lips too wet. So usually by the time I'm done doing my makeup, it's kind of soaked in a little bit more and I can pretty much apply anything over top without having to worry about my lipsticks or anything like that becoming really wet and not going on and gliding on as well as they could. So I always do this first, and I, like I said, love this one. Otherwise I use the Laneige one, but I do have to dab it off a little bit so there's not as much product before I apply anything on my lips like lipstick and stuff. So that's just one thing to be aware of. And for prepping my skin today, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty, the Pore Diffusing Primer. I have been loving this primer. It is so good, and because my skin has been problematic for me, my pores feel like they're huge, and this just does a great job at diffusing those and making them just look, gone, no pores. So I'm going to apply this. Okay, and so for foundation today, I am going to be using the Merit the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. The first time I tried this, I was almost do I like it? Do I not like it? But honestly, after I applied everything else on top of it and I have been using it quite often now, honestly, I really like this. It is very minimal, it's lightweight, it's really nice. I'm actually really impressed, and it's clean at Sephora. We love clean beauty products, so it's been a really good product. It's kind of become one of those staple products, especially because it gives me a little bit more coverage than a skin tint. I would say you can build it up to about a medium coverage, but I try to keep it to a low coverage, almost medium in some areas depending on what I'm trying to cover up. I do have to go in with a concealer and kind of cover up more of like the redness and the blemishes that I have. But I think like once my face clears up and everything looks better, that this will be fine just all on its own, and I won't need to conceal any other spots. But let's go in and try this out. I just do like a swipe along, and then I will like blend it out with a blender. Like surprisingly, it does blend really well with a blender. I think you can use your fingers, you can use like a brush if you wanted to. I just prefer a blender, so that's why I'm using it. I always prefer a blender when it comes to applying my face products, so that's just the way it is. And like I said, like you can see, it's just like medium, like minimal coverage, but you can build it up if you really need to. And honestly, it looks like so nice. It looks really flawless. It doesn't even look like I've really applied anything, and it's super lightweight. So it's really good. I really like this. So I'm just gonna finish up applying this to my skin, and then we'll move on. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, conceal my under eyes, and I'm just gonna conceal some of these areas that are a little bit more noticeable that I do wanna cover up a little bit more just to take down some of the redness. I could probably color correct and then apply the foundation stick, but I just go in with a concealer and I just use that instead over top. So I'm going to do my under eyes first, and then I'm gonna conceal those areas. I try not to do too much when I'm trying to do something more minimal. So I just do a little bit here and a little bit there, and then just kind of blend it out. I just want to make myself look a little bit more awake and not so much like, you know, full glam, of course. So I just want to brighten it up. Okay, so we are brightened up. We look a little bit more alive, already a little bit more ready to like take on the day. And then I'm just gonna conceal some of these little spots. I am using Tarte Shape Tape today. It's one of my favorite concealers. It's full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. So like it's one of my favorite concealers. I love the coverage on it and the fact that it doesn't look too cakey. So I'm just gonna conceal like some of these spots. This one here. A lot of redness in my chin in this area. I don't want to make it too obvious that I've concealed some of my spots, so just anything that's a little bit more red, I try to just take down the redness just a little bit, because I do want it to look like I kind of did my makeup a little bit more naturally today than like, you know, trying to fully cover up everything. Not only that, but it is like very hard for me to fully cover up everything. I have so much acne scarring right now, and unfortunately I can't use all of the products that I want to use to, you know, help reduce those acne scars. So I kind of just have to live with them for now, just because I am still exclusively breastfeeding. So that's just one little downfall right now, is that I can't use a lot of the products that I would use to actually help my skin get fully better. Also, the hormones, like the ups and downs, have been totally messing with my skin, so that's why we are here. But I have found a way to make myself look a little bit more alive in less time. So now that I've done that, I am gonna do some setting. I use the Laura Mercier powder. It's my quick go-to powder. I know I love it, and I know that it works with pretty much everything that I wear, so I don't have any issues with it. So I'm just gonna lightly tap it along my under eyes. I do use a brush and brush off any excess. I do just let it kind of bake a little bit while I do the rest of my face, but I don't leave it for like super long or anything like that. I am going to apply just a little bit in my T-zone here and then on my chin, because I find that those are areas that get the most oily. Those areas I don't really need to let it bake at all. I just kind of dab it in lightly and just let that set, and then I still will go over it with a brush just to wipe off any excess. And then while that is, you know, kind of baking a little bit, I'll go in with a bronzer. You can use a bronzer stick if you want to. Like my favorite one is the Makeup by Mario one as of right now. But I just like to go through with a quick little like bronze, and I always go to the Glowish by Huda Beauty. I usually use the shade 02 Medium because it is a lighter shade, and I'm trying to just go for a little bit more of like a natural type of look. So I will just go in with this. I just use like a fluffy brush just because I'm, you know, trying to do this quick. So I just go like very quickly, you know, I don't try to go like all the way down. I just try to stick in this one area here. It will kind of go down by itself, but I just want to give my face a little bit more definition than it already has. But I'm not trying to do anything super crazy in terms of like contouring. It's just to give a little bit more definition. Also, just looks good with blush as well. And then I will just kind of go around my forehead here and just kind of bronze it and just, you know, give just a little bit of definition. That's all we need. And I love that this one is really light, so it is very lightly bronzed. So it's like I said, it kind of just makes everything look a little bit more natural when I do it. Also, it gives me a little bit of a glow. On days where I am not doing full glam, I actually don't contour my nose. Just because I don't feel like I need to, and it does take that extra time. So I don't contour my nose on days like this that I'm trying to move quickly here. Then I'm going to take a powder brush and I'm just going to brush off any excess. Like I said, I don't really leave it on very long. I just kind of go through and I brush it off and call it a day. There we go, done, set. We're good to go. Now I'm gonna go into blush, and today I'm gonna be adding a little bit of highlight so I can show you guys a product that I've actually been really liking for highlighting. Okay, so for blush, I am gonna be using Merit's little like cheeky blush. It's like a flush balm. Honestly, I really like these. There's two different ways that you can apply it. You can apply it by just kind of rolling it onto the skin and then blending it out with a brush or your fingers. I personally found it better for myself to just go in with a brush and just kind of like dab it like this, and it picks up very nicely. And it looks like it's gonna be like maybe too much, but it just kind of like blends like so nicely onto the skin. I really love it, and it gives you like a little bit of a dewiness to it. Like, it's really nice. It's a really nice blush. So I just kind of, you know, dab that on, give myself a little bit of a flush, you know, add some color to those cheeks, and boom, we are done with that. It's super easy. And yes, so the shade that I have is in the shade Cheeky. It's just like this really nice, like more like natural kind of color. It like honestly works the best for me. I really love this one. It's so easy to apply, and yeah, there you go. You're done pretty much. Like, you're good. You don't need anything else. So far, I'm really liking the way everything is turning out. It's looking good. I'm looking fresh. So I am gonna show you guys quickly here just one like highlighting balm that Merit has as well. I don't really wear a lot of highlighter, but I do really like this just because it is so lightweight, and honestly, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't even seem like a highlighter. It just gives me like a natural glow. I mean, the balm, the cheek balm already kind of gives me a little bit of like a dewiness and like some, you know, glow to my skin, but this kind of just adds a little bit more. I like just kind of applying it where I want it, and then I'll take a little brush and I'll just kind of blend it out a little bit, and it blends in so nicely to the blush, and there you go. And just have a little bit of like a natural highlighted kind of glow. It's honestly like, it's gorgeous. I honestly really love this, and sometimes I will do this area here just to add a little bit of shine to it, and sometimes I will do underneath the eyebrow. It just really depends on how much time I have and maybe like how, you know, what I'm doing. So pretty much the face is done. Merit did send me and gift me a mascara. However, that's not the mascara I'm going to be using today. The mascara that they gifted me is a clean lash, so it is supposed to be lengthening. It's okay. It's not really one of my favorite mascaras to throw on. I don't mind throwing it on when I'm going to be wearing a lash over top, just to give my lashes a little bit more volume and length to them. But when I am going like lashless, I honestly will use the Rare Beauty one. I love this mascara. It is so good. So I will use this one on these days because it really like fluffs up my lashes. It makes them, you know, full and long, and it's just perfect. It's my favorite mascara. But now my lashes are done, and yeah, they look, you know, long and full and good. For brows, I either use my dip brow and just like kind of, you know, fill them in, or I use a pencil. Today I'm gonna use, just based off of like looking at my brows, I'm gonna use my dip brow, and I'm honestly just gonna quickly like go in and just fix these up. Like, it's not even like a full fill in or anything. It's just me, you know, cleaning it up a little bit, filling in any little gaps around the edges so that, you know, they look full and like normal. Just because I have like pieces, like areas that the hair is like kind of weird. So that's what I do for the brows to just kind of give them shape. And then what I do is I go in with like a brow gel. I either use the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I feel like it is a little bit on the heavier side though, but I do like this Merit one. It's very lightweight and, you know, it just kind of gives me that security in my brows that I need, and it kind of just fills in this area a little bit too. So I do like to line my lips if I can, otherwise I just throw on a gloss. I try to use a very neutral tone. Today, because I am going to be using the lip oil, I'm going to be using Nice and Spicy by MAC. And I'm just gonna quickly like line my lips, and then I'm just gonna throw on a lip oil. Today's lip oil is the Merit lip oil. This one is in the shade Au Naturel. This lip oil is really nice. Like, it's the first lip oil I've ever used, I think. I don't know if I've used anyone recently, but this one would be like the first one that I've used, and I am impressed. It feels so nice. It's so lightweight, and it's very hydrating. And honestly, like, it's like a tinted kind of gloss, but without like the glossy feeling. So it's the pigment on it is actually really well, like really good. So you'll see it here. Perfect amount of pigment. Like, you don't want too much, you just want like a little bit, you know, and it blends in so good with that lip liner that now it just looks like so good. Like, I love this color and I love the formula. It is so good. So I highly recommend this lip oil. But there you have it. There is a quick like 5 minutes. This video is obviously longer than 5 minutes, but you know, because we're talking about the products. But here's like a quick look just to throw on, makes you look glowy, natural, ready to go. Looks like you didn't, you know, only get like 3 hours of sleep last night, because if you know, you know. Some days are just like that, whether you are a parent or not a parent. Sometimes you're just running on no sleep, you know? You just are. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.